Blame the utility for improperly overloading transmission lines.
They bring excess power to deal with increased demand. They make their profits, but reliability rules declare that this is almost an illegal act.
A spokesman for the Ohio company said they were not convinced their problem was the precipitating event for the whole blackout. But while the investigation continued, there were growing calls to upgrade and modernize the nation's power system, a project that will cost billions. Who will pay the tab? Current Energy Secretary Spencer Abraham says that's clear.
Ratepayers obviously will pay the bill because they're the ones who benefit.
Well, here in New York, Mayor Bloomberg today was to begin an investigation of the city's response to the crisis to see what needs to be improved. Cindy?
David, thank you. Now let's take a closer look to the return to work after the blackout. It is a big test for transportation systems as well as businesses. Amy Stone has that part of our team coverage.
Piece of cake, just like a regular day.
It's the first day back for millions after the massive blackout, and everything was on track and on time for the morning commute.
So far, so good. It feels great to be air conditioners working, trains are on time, everything's going well.
It's a dream come true, coming back to work on the train again.
Thursday's shutdown stranded thousands in the city, leaving strap hangers and commuters sleeping on the steps of the post office and waiting and wondering when they'd get home.
Such a relief, because now, you know, on Thursday was quite a walk. I had walked from 34th Street all the way to Brooklyn, on the Brooklyn Bridge. It's quite hectic.
Nicole Katz made the best of the shutdown situation.
We realized it wasn't terrorism, it was a big relief, so we just started walking. We went into Central Park. The Indigo Girls played 5 songs off of a generator.
The subway was fully operating by early Saturday morning, and Monday morning everything was back to normal with the usual hurried pace at Penn Station, along with subway turnstile and booth congestion, which didn't seem to bother the many who endured the darkness.
It was interesting to watch people come through and get together and help each other walk through across the bridge. Again, the other day, it was great.
The one upside to this blackout, the buses were free on Friday, but if you're a weekly or monthly MTA card holder, don't expect any money back for your commute on Friday. The TA says no refunds.
Amy Stone, CBS 2 News.
Food spoiled by the blackout may be to blame for the high number of diarrhea cases in city emergency rooms. Health officials are urging people to throw out any food that may have spoiled. Dairy products, meat, seafood, previously cooked rice and potatoes are not safe to keep unless they are kept refrigerated. If you have any doubt, the general rule is to just throw it out. They keep it right here for all the continuing developments in the blackout of 2003. From lost luggage to diverted flights, we're going to tell you how local airports are trying to catch up after the power problems. That's today starting at 4:30.
A murder mystery at a Con Ed construction site in Midtown. Police say somebody attacked a construction worker near the corner of 30th and Broadway about 7 o'clock this morning, right next to a payphone. One detective said the death may have been related to an argument over that phone. 40-year-old worker died at the hospital. Police are looking for a man who carried out a daring daylight robbery today. A man in his 20s walked into the check cashing store on Madison Avenue between 104th and 105th Streets about 9 o'clock this morning, and police say the man claimed to have a bomb, threatened to blow up the store if they didn't give him any money. The suspect got away with an undisclosed amount of cash, and police say the bomb turned out to be flare sticks tied to a clock with wires.
A frightening situation in Queens this morning. A high-pressure gas main right next to a child care center ruptured. It happened about 8:30 this morning in Bayside. More than 200 kids from the child care center and a number of nearby homes had to be evacuated. No injuries were reported, and the problem has been repaired. No word yet on what caused the gas main to rupture. A new report out today says the U.S. is among the top 5 nations likely to be hit with a large-scale terrorist attack. The World Markets Research Center, based out of London, did the report. It says it is highly likely the U.S. will be targeted for a September 11th type attack next year. Other nations on the list include Colombia, Israel, Pakistan, and the Philippines. Researchers say the U.S. ranks high because the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan have fueled anti-American sentiment. In Iraq, a water pipe is the latest target by militants. An explosion ripped a hole in the pipe, cutting off water to hundreds of thousands in northern Baghdad. Witnesses say they saw 2 men on a motorbike leave a bag of explosives that detonated minutes later. The streets flooded when the pipe was bombed, and in some cases, the water was chest high. Engineers had to turn off water to the whole city while the damage was being repaired.
A teenager from Long Island is in a coma today after he was dragged about 100 feet by a car. Police say 19-year-old Joseph Vitale of Roslyn got into an argument with two people in a car after a party, and officers say Vitale punched one of them. The driver then took off, dragging Vitale. He was injured when he fell from the car and hit the street, and the car's driver is charged with leaving the scene of an accident. A court appearance today for the man suspected in the murder of the daughter of New Jersey's former poet laureate. James Coleman surrendered to police in Piscataway yesterday. He was wanted on other charges. Police are checking now to see if Coleman had anything at all to do with the deaths of poet Amiri Baraka's daughter, Shani, and her friend, Rayshawn Holmes. Both were found shot to death last week, and no formal charges have been filed yet, but Coleman is being held on $100,000 bail.
Much more still ahead on the news at noon. Is there another killer sniper on the loose? We're going to tell you about the new series of deadly shootings that might be the work of a serial sniper.
Also ahead today, the severe storms that rolled through late yesterday left a lot of damage at a church. We'll tell you where and how bad it was.
Plus, much calmer and cooler weather today. Jeff's working on your forecast. It's all coming up on the CBS 2 News at noon.
Closed captioning on CBS 2 is brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. Get the feeling Toyota.
How safe is the food at your summer get-togethers? Tonight at 11, from fresh fruits to cold cuts, CBS 2 puts your favorite treats to the test. See what we uncovered to make your next barbecue or picnic safer. Eat at your own risk. Tonight on CBS 2 News at 11.
Is the IRS stalking you? Do you feel like you're at the end of your rope? Stop the harassment now.
Hello, I'm John Harris, president of J.K. Harris & Company, the nation's largest tax representation firm. Our former IRS agents have helped thousands of our clients save millions of dollars, and they know how to make the system work for you.
Call the IRS experts at J.K. Harris now for your free confidential tax settlement analysis. Call 1-800-893-0342.
It isn't Shakespeare, but it's well researched.
5 years in the making. This study literally has a cast of thousands.
Puede tener un impacto en millones.
The Heart Protection Study is here, a landmark medical study by Oxford University researching Zocor. If you've had a heart attack or have diabetes, read about the study and Zocor. Zocor, along with diet, is the only cholesterol medication proven to significantly reduce the risk of heart attack and stroke in people with heart disease or diabetes, regardless of cholesterol level. Zocor is a prescription medicine and is not for everyone, including women who are nursing, pregnant, or may become pregnant, or people with liver problems. Your doctor may do blood tests to check for liver problems. Because serious side effects can result, tell your doctor about any muscle pain or weakness you experience and about any medicines you are taking. Download this book about the study and Zocor for free at Zocor.com and ask your doctor about Zocor. It's your future. Be there.
I'm Sean Gable.
I'm Mario Bosquez. Wake up to CBS 2 News this morning.
Thinking about plastic surgery? Well, now you can find out what you'll look like before going under the knife.
Plus, meet some teens who are using their fast feet to promote Harlem Week.
Plus, breaking news, weather, and traffic Tuesday morning starting at 5.
Authorities say a New York man was killed by a bolt of lightning while vacationing on the Jersey Shore. The 44-year-old's body was discovered yesterday on the beach in Barnegat Light. Family members say he had returned to the beach to look for a missing piece of jewelry.
Lightning is also being blamed for a badly damaged church in New Jersey. St. Mary's Church in Perth Amboy was hit last night. Lightning hit one of the spires, knocked it over, fell onto the roof, and some of the debris broke through and landed inside, but no one was inside. And apparently nobody hurt on the ground around it either.
Time now for business news, and things are looking great. Jean Lee's here, and for Alexis.
Morning, Jean.
Hey guys, how you doing? The market looking good, and things are coming back to normal trading, that is, after Friday's session, which proceeded mostly without delay. That was despite much of the city still being without power at that point. Investors sending the Dow up today. Taking a look at the live shot of the big board, it is up 93 points. We got a rally on our hands, folks. NASDAQ also doing well. There's the S&P first, up just about 9 points, and the NASDAQ, the high techs, zooming up 27 points. Winners today include Toys R Us. The company reported results that were better than Wall Street's expectations as the toy retailer enjoyed strong sales at its Babies R Us and its international and online divisions. All those gains helped to offset the ongoing challenges of the economy. Walmart is also talking about its numbers. Its sales figures for August are tracking at the high end of its forecast range. That's thanks to a strong performance by back-to-school sales last week, particularly in apparel. Walmart says Thursday's blackout shut down 200 of its stores in the U.S. and Canada, though most of them were open once again by Friday morning. Airline stocks also recovering from Friday's losses. Shares of Delta, Continental, and American's parent AMR all flying higher after Friday's news that over 1,000 flights got canceled due to the massive power outage. Check out how all the other companies that are trading are recovering from the blackout by logging on to cbs.marketwatch.com. Back over to you guys.
Thank you, G. When we come back, another series of deadly shootings.
Is a sniper to blame? Find out where this new string of killings is taking place.
Also up next, Jeff with your weather forecast. Hi, Jeff.
So far, it's been a beautiful day, guys. This morning, we were at 63 degrees. The last time we were this cool was about a month and a half ago. So will the cool, dry air continue, or is a hot spell in store? I'll tell you coming up.
If you want to get a jump on the day, you better get started the night before. That's why there's Tylenol PM. It stops your pain and eases you into a restful night's sleep, so you wake up refreshed and ready to take on the day. Safe, non-habit-forming Tylenol PM. With a great night's sleep, the day belongs to you. Tylenol PM.
Are you one of the millions who feel twisted and bloated and constipated? Is your body telling you something's wrong, but you're not sure why? If you have recurring abdominal pain or discomfort, bloating and constipation, see your doctor. You may have a medical condition called IBS with constipation. And now there's a medicine for women that works at the source of the problem. Prescription Zelnorm. Only Zelnorm's proven to relieve the symptoms of IBS with constipation. Unlike laxatives and fiber, only Zelnorm helps coordinate the nerves, muscles, and fluid in your GI tract, so it starts functioning more normally, and you can start feeling better. Zelnorm is only indicated for women, but it doesn't work in all women. You should not take Zelnorm if you have a history of diarrhea, kidney, liver, or gallbladder disease, intestinal blockage, or adhesions. Tell your doctor if you get diarrhea or cramping, worsening of abdominal pain, dizziness, or headache. Ask your doctor about getting relief with Zelnorm. Zelnorm. Be yourself again.
Bert, don't you love me?
What?
My paint's chipped. I have dense scratches. I yearn for those 5 little words.
Uh-oh. Better get Mako. See Mako for Ambassador Paint, $229, and get a free estimate on body repair.
On the next Dr. Phil.
You just said, I brought you life and I'll take it away. Is that a threat that you're going to kill him?
I do what I have to do to get the respect they're supposed to give me.
The next Dr. Phil.
Today at 3, only on CBS-2.
We have more now on that search for answers in a deadly mystery.
How did a construction worker die today? Just happened a few hours ago.
Reporter Penny Crone is in Midtown with more. Penny?
Well, it happened at about 7 this morning, and detectives have been here all morning. This is still an active crime scene. Right now, they're saying the man, he is a construction worker, and he works just about a block up here between 30th and 31st. It's a whole block up to 5th Avenue. That particular site is a Con Ed site. In any event, he apparently, according to detectives, was on the telephone. He apparently got into an argument with someone. Now, this is all very preliminary. He was hit over the head, according to detectives, and he died here on the spot. He apparently bled to death. Now, police are here right now. They're continuing the investigation. We'll obviously have a lot more for you coming up. Reporting from Midtown, I'm Penny Crone, CBS 2 News. Now back to you.
All right, Penny, thank you. Police in West Virginia say they're not ready yet to compare a string of sniper attacks to those in D.C. last year. 3 people have been shot and killed outside 3 different convenience stores over the past week, and all 3 victims were shot with the same caliber bullet. However, officials say that doesn't mean the bullets came from the same gun. Witnesses say they saw a black pickup truck with tinted windows and an extended cab speeding away from one shooting scene. And people who live in the community say they are on guard.
I was a little nervous about washing my car and doing the regular stuff, but I'm not going to let it stop me from being out in public.
In the meantime, police have increased patrols in that county and are conducting door-to-door interviews with residents to gather some more clues.
There is new evidence this noon that the smallpox vaccine lasts longer than 3 to 5 years as first thought. That means millions of Americans who were vaccinated as children might still have some level of protection. The study's lab tests were able to detect immune response in 90% of vaccinated people up to 75 years. Still, some scientists believe the protection weakens over time. The study appears in the September issue of the journal Nature Medicine.
Time now to talk food and save you some money.
Tony Tantillo is here with this week's Best Buys at the Market. Hey, Tony.
That's right, Michael and Cindy. And by the way, I looked at plenty of retail markets this morning. I talked to the guys at the Hunts Point Market and other wholesale distribution centers. There's plenty of produce out there, and the stores are filling up with some fresh produce. But buy with your eyes and be very careful what you buy and make sure it is nice and fresh. We're going to start with some iceberg lettuce coming in from California. They're great. The prices are coming way down, which is a good thing. When you buy them, the bigger the head, the better, because you pay by the piece, not by the pound. And make sure it's nice and mint green all the way around and store it in the refrigerator right away. You can find iceberg lettuce for these prices here. It's a good deal right now, between 79 to 99 cents a head. I see them as high as $1.99. You can buy it for half that price. Now, navel oranges are in the market right now. Now, these aren't cold storage oranges from California. These are coming from either South Africa or Australia. They're imported in, and the prices are very low for navel oranges for this time of year. You can find beautiful navel oranges in the market right now between $89 to $129 a pound. But make sure when you buy them, nice and orange all the way around, and the smaller the navel, the better the orange. That means you get less skin and more orange. Now, mangoes, again, there's plenty of mangoes coming into the market. I've Best Buyed mangoes before, but they're getting bigger and less expensive. When you buy them red and yellow all the way around and store them on the counter, you can find mangoes at the market for pricing 89 to 99 cents each for a very large mango. So there you go. There's plenty of great produce out there, so go out and enjoy, but save some money while you're at it. Back to you guys.
Tony, thank you.
Jeff Berardelli's in now with a check of the forecast. Beautiful start to the day today.
Today is a gorgeous day. It hasn't felt this way for a very, very long time. In fact, I can't even remember.
Yeah, the humidity is the thing that I noticed. So the lack
That's the big story.
Yeah.
Temperatures have gone down about 10 degrees since Friday, when it was a really hot day, and Saturday too was pretty hot, and humidity has gone down big time. So we have the combination of the lower temperatures and the lower humidity and lots of sunshine, making for a perfect day outdoors right now. And you can see the lack of a haze in the atmosphere, which is good. Our atmosphere is clean and breathable across our area for a change. And we have a nice, cool, dry weather that'll stick with us at least through tonight and probably through the majority of tomorrow. Let me show you what's happening in the atmosphere right now. The jet stream. It's the river of air in the upper atmosphere that actually transports storm system across the United States and also separates the cool air from the dry air. In this case, we're using it to separate cool and dry air. And you can see we're in a little dip in the jet stream right here. It's very narrow, unfortunately. It's a narrow corridor. This is where the cool and dry air is spilled in from Canada. This is going to be sliding out over the next couple of days, unfortunately. And by midweek, our jet stream is going to look more like this. It's going to be pushed way to the north, and that's going to open the door to all this heat and humidity, which, by the way, is building right now in sections of the Plain States and the Tennessee Valley. That'll be headed our way. So we expect big changes, but they'll happen fairly gradually over the next couple of days. Current temperature right now, lucky 77 degrees. Humidity not too bad, right around 74%. And the wind right now is north at 5 miles an hour, driving in the cooler air. It's a little cooler up north in Andover, Jersey at 73 degrees, back at 76. In the city right now, it's 77, the warmest temperatures in Merrick and also in Hamilton, right around 78 degrees with partly sunny skies. Here's a look at the satellite and radar. We had a pretty intense line of showers and thunderstorms pass yesterday. We had some flooding across the area. That was in association with this storm system, which is spinning away from the area right now, but there's still enough moisture, at least at cloud level, and that's why we have some clouds forming around our area and also in upstate New York and Pennsylvania right now. There's a chance that we could see a couple of scattered showers today. Most folks will not see them, but I was looking out the window and I noticed those clouds are starting to bubble up a bit. I kind of thought that we might have just enough moisture in the atmosphere for a shower, so I cannot rule out the chance of a shower during the day today. So we'll call it some sun, some clouds. It'll be pleasant, and again, a passing shower is possible. With this northerly wind, it's going to feel very nice. The low moves further away tomorrow, and I think tomorrow we're mostly sunny. I don't think we'll see any showers around the area during the day. Tomorrow we'll see more sun and warmer temperatures. Today we'll get to around 80, 81. Tomorrow probably around 85 degrees. The heat is not far away as high pressure slides off the coast later in the week. We're going to start to see this clockwise flow take over. We'll see southwest wind push the heat and humidity back in, especially as we head into Wednesday and again on Thursday and Friday. So your forecast today, upper 70s to near 80 degrees. It'll be 80 in the city, 82 in Princeton, 79 in Newton. Overnight tonight, temperatures dropping down to around 60 to 68. Some of our north and west suburbs will probably get into the upper 50s. In New City, right around 60 degrees. In Patterson, 64. In the city, 68. Here's your 5-day forecast now. This is a good one. The only problem is the haze, the heat, and the humidity are going to come back. Tomorrow, mostly sunny skies. Kind of a transitional day, 84 degrees. That's about normal for this time of year, actually. Lots of sunshine Wednesday. Only problem is we're talking 87 degrees up to around 90 degrees on Thursday. More humidity by then. Next cold front comes through Friday late into Saturday morning. Right now, it'll probably pass early on Saturday, so that if there are any clouds, And if there are any showers, it should be early in the day. And right now, I'm going to call for an optimistic, sunshiny weekend. And cooler and drier again. Every time a cold front passes by, we get rid of the humidity, we clear out the atmosphere and the chance of showers.
Felt like a burst of fall yesterday.
Wasn't it amazing?
Yeah, it was gorgeous.
Well, you know, a lot of times when you get those thunderstorms, they take all that cool air that's up in the atmosphere and they bring it down to ground level. It's called the downdraft, and it spreads out evenly. So right before a thunderstorm, a lot of times you'll feel a cold rush of air, which is probably what you felt.
Well, I was kind of hoping that it meant the end of summer, but probably not the case. Like, all right, great, we're into fall.
Yes, actually, I do see the end of summer coming.
Yeah.
When fall begins.
Yeah. Thank you, Jeffrey.
Up next, the latest news from Hollywood.
And if you're the mother of a bride-to-be, how do you guarantee your daughter marries the perfect guy? You take applications. We'll explain coming up.
And later today on CBS 2, the dangers of underage drinking. How are minors getting access to alcohol? The answer and a plan to prevent it tonight at 5 o'clock.
Then at 6, the fight to cut down class size is going from the schoolhouse to the courthouse. I'll tell you about a new suit that could force the Department of Education to make changes.
The News at Noon returns in a moment.
Our lawyers still won't let us show you CBS 2's new morning weatherman. So he's taking matters into his own hands. Hey, great weather comes with a price. See him now on the CBS Early Show and catch him on CBS 2 News this morning starting September 2nd.
Joan lives at Seabrook. Today, she's at the beach relaxing with Kelly, her 9-year-old granddaughter. At least twice a week is their promise for the summer. At Seabrook, Joan has no household chores to tend to and is letting her chef take care of dinner this evening. It's supposed to rain for their next meeting on the beach, but Kelly agrees Joan's indoor pool back home at Seabrook will do just fine. The lifestyle you deserve at a price you can afford. Call today for your free Seabrook information kit.
You've been waiting to do this for years. Don't let arthritis pain keep you from not starting a little something, not making your move, not getting physical, not putting it together, not spicing things up, not loving the moment, not going for it all the way. Grab some Tylenol arthritis pain with a time-release formula for continuous all-day relief. It's the Tylenol for arthritis pain. Because not playing is not an option.
This won't take long. You want to bet? So your doctor works at this health center? Yep. Can you get tests done here? Yep. Blood tests? Yep. X-rays? Yep. EKGs? Yep. What health plan gets you in here? HIP VIP Medicare plan.
Oh, HIP. HIP VIP Medicare plan gives you access to some of New York's top health centers.
What about specialists to talk to you about the test results? We got them here, too. Bone doctors? Heart doctors? Yep. No more running all over town. How much do you pay when you visit?
Zero. As a HIP VIP Medicare plan member, $0 copay means you pay nothing for doctor visits. Call now and we'll send you this free phone card.
Be with you in a minute, Mr. Lopez. How long do you wait for an appointment? I called this morning. All right, Mr. VIP. This is one convenient health center you got here. Yep. I believe you owe me lunch.
Call now for your free phone card and get treated like a VIP, too. HIP VIP Medicare plan. Now that's HIP.
Back in session.
The original Court Show is back and moving to CBS 2, weekdays at 4, starting September 2nd.
Here's another look at our top stories this noon. Police are investigating the death of a construction worker this morning. Investigators say he was hit over the head, possibly during an argument over a payphone. And it is a typical Monday morning in the city after Thursday's big blackout. Millions of people returned to their desks with no major commuting problems to report. Meanwhile, Mayor Bloomberg has started an investigation of the city's response to the crisis to see what could be improved. And health officials are urging people to throw out any food that may have spoiled. Health officials are also surveying restaurants around the city after a spike in reports of food poisoning.
It sounds like the latest idea for a tacky reality TV show, but it's really happening. A mother in Massachusetts is taking applications for her daughter's hand in marriage. This woman and her family were interviewing hopeful husbands on the front lawn of their Southbridge home yesterday afternoon. The daughter at first thought the mother was nuts, she says, but eventually she just decided to go along with the plan because, well, mothers usually do know best. A lot of interest, apparently. Hundreds of guys have responded so far, and the family hopes to narrow the field to 10 potential grooms by today.
You got something to say about that?
I don't know if I'd try that with my daughters, but, good luck.
You got a long way. They're still small.
Yeah, it's probably inappropriate at this age.
Well, Hollywood news now, a twist for Jackie Chan in his new movie.
Also, wedding dresses for the stars, and we go live to Hollywood now.
Maria Menounos of Entertainment Tonight is standing by live with a look at tonight's show. Hi, Maria.
Hi, Cindy. Hi, Michael. Jackie Chan as a new action movie, The Medallion, flying into theaters Friday, but some of his best scenes were in the love scenes. Jackie tried to be modest at first.
They give me a tiny things, but just, I said, why? Because in the sauna room, everybody knew it.
Even with no women on the set, Jackie was careful.
Sometimes I mistake, I just walk back a little bit. Then you see the whole thing, the cameraman, no, I see you.
From Julia Roberts to Lisa Kudrow, when Hollywood movies need a wedding, stylists make a call to Amsale Abera.
Obviously, when you hear that Julia Roberts is going to wear your dress, it's just very, very exciting.
For Runaway Bride, Amsale provided Julia with this gorgeous gown.
It was a Duchess satin, has a lace border in the bottom. It had to be long sleeved to really make it so traditional. That's about a very traditional, very classic.
And we'll show you a lot more of those dresses tonight. By the way, Michael and Cindy, I meant that his best stunts were in the love scenes, not scenes. And we also tonight have a star who helped rescue New Yorkers during the blackout. And we've got the hottest couple in Hollywood.
The devil is always in the details, Maria.
Hey, you know.
And we'll see you
tonight. Well, that's tonight at 7:30 here on CBS 2.
Okay, we'll see you then.
Well, treasure hunters off the coast of Georgia may have discovered a gold mine. The SS Republic sank during a hurricane nearly 140 years ago. The cargo ship was carrying gold coins that were supposed to go towards rebuilding New Orleans after the Civil War. The wreckage is in waters nearly a mile deep off the coast of Savannah. The company that discovered the wreck plans to search for the gold next month. The treasure is said to be worth $150 million. And because the ship is outside state and federal waters, it is finders keepers.
Tomorrow here on the CBS 2 News This Morning, thinking about plastic surgery? Well, now you can find out what you'll look like before you go under the knife.
Plus, meet some teenagers who are using their fast feet to promote Harlem Week. That's tomorrow from 5 to 7 in the morning.
That'll do it for us today at noon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Michael Pomeranz.
And I'm Cindy Hsu. CBS 2 News is back at 4:30. Have a great afternoon.